Howdy folks, how do you do? Welcome to the stream. Here, I've managed to breathe once again for a solid 24 hours, which means new stream. I'm just gonna play some tower defense for a little bit. Desktop audio, I don't need it to be that loud. Yeah, we're gonna play some tower defense, shoot some guns at some zombies, or tell other people to shoot guns, whichever. Those are some long legs right there. Okay, yeah. Tower defense. Bartland. Abandoned City. Winter Bridge. And Episode 2. I like that name, Randa. You left me. Anyway, so we're gonna be doing things. Yeah. Should be just playing some games for a little bit. Did a mud run. Sorry, I did a mud run today. There was definitely some mud, some obstacles, like it's a 5K race, which means I'm officially an athlete for doing it. Oh, did they leave me? No, they did not. Hurrah. Hurrah, hurrah. Wait a minute. That's the wrong area. I went to the back. I meant to go to the front. Well, that's not great. Oh well. That just means that the zombies have a longer walk, which is fine by me. Mr. Guy with Humvee, we got people to murder. Yeah. Yeah. That's where I'm with them. That was kind of following them too, which is nice. Sorry, I'm quiet. Dude, my gun slide. Try and be a bit louder. Oh, there's 2 planes now. We got 2 planes on the opposite side, kind of circling the same area. Oh, 3 trucks per round. A guy with a gun. I don't know what more you could need. Oh, the boss. But you got the military trucks, they do a lot of damage. Oh, well, we defeated the boss fairly easily. He's not leveling up his stuff. Not very much, at least. Which, I'm gonna be honest, isn't too great, but we can deal with it. Trucks are pretty effective against those since, you know, the truck doesn't have to be very good at spotting them. Okay, for a second there, my screen was having difficulty. Yeah. Once I get the spy plane, I'll be able to deal with hidden a lot more effectively. The spy plane is extremely expensive due to the fact that it's pretty darn good. I need 3,600, so in a couple rounds. Man, my internet's failing me. We got a necromancer now. Bum bum bum. Devil. Oh hell, looking up fire. Did he make a fire pun? Why isn't my stream doing too well? Oh no, it says it has good connection. I guess my phone's just glitching out. Oh, now he's got a gun. Go back to this plane over here, because eventually we will likely have someone break through our not so indestructible place, and if they are decent at what they do and are the strong character, it's going to be extremely difficult to deal with. Slow boss. Very important. Slow boss does not get very far because he is extremely high health. Apparently my planes are pretty darn good at their job. Fast boss that's also hidden. That's going to be a nightmare to deal with. His health isn't great. Yep. Wow. Brain those things good. Doing some extra stuff. Dun, dun, dun. Is it my screen or... I'm sorry about the not so smooth screen that's happening right now. My, I can keep up with chat, but having bigger problems with everything. Oh man, them some fast boogers. How much health do they have? 100 health. That's problematic. Oh well. We'll survive. Especially due to the fact that I have that. Half a second, 9 damage per shot. They're not standing too much of a chance. Anyways, as I said, so I need units with lots of range, he says. So all I heard was sniper. Or planes. I guess planes are doing a pretty good job. Oh man, he is a lot. Oh well, we got him because the trucks. Look at that. That's gonna. What? Fast hitting and take a trip for the worst. Nothing. Anything can go wrong now. They got tanks. Got some good planes out there. Doing good. But apparently not good enough. If he gets through, we're dead. Oh no. But you can upgrade this. Oh yeah. He's got the max upgrade one? Huh? The battle has moved places. Sorry if that's annoying you. I'm just trying to keep up with the chat on my phone. Oh, things have got. I didn't notice things were getting passed. Yeah, we're dead men walking. Maybe not. That is a plain nightmare right there. They got Teslas over here to take out anything that crosses their path. Oh, we're dead. Oh my goodness, we survived! Not for long, though. How long can we keep up this thing? Because we are in shambles. This whole charade. I mean, we were able to take out a Titan, and we're not doing too bad shabby on these things. There's the mystery summoner. Now we just have a lot of Titans to deal with. And the Titans are a large part accountable of our problems. Well, not the Titans. The Titans are going to be serious problems. I stand by that. The main problem is the final boss. Him. The Molten Boss. We've done 0 damage to him. And I understand we're putting up a decent fight, but we can only do so much. So I very highly doubt, when it comes to it, we'll be able to take out the Molten Boss. But if we can, that's $500. That's 500 coins to my name. What did he just do? Wait a minute. Did he throw something at my characters? Yeah. The thing is, there'll be nothing behind the Molten Titan. After him, nothing else, but he's got 7,000 health. But we are taking out the Molten Titans, which have 3,500 health, fairly quickly. Yeah, we'll get him. He hasn't even met our bombers yet. Down goes his health. Alright, he can summon things. But that doesn't matter since most of our stuff is a bomb. Yeah, no way we're defeating him. Never mind. I thought we had him, I seriously did, but yeah, there's no chance. We fought a good fight, got to the last battle, and got the boss down a fair bit of health, but can't always win. Why 12,000? I should have been able to buy that. 400 coins though, not bad. Beat a lot of planes by the end of that. Sorry if I turned anyone out. Sorry if I turned anyone deaf. I got a store. What can you do with the shard? I'm gonna look around since I haven't actually done that. Armory. This is just cosmetic. Figureboard. Don't think I'll find something there. Stores. Well, there is some way to access this store that I am not aware of. Oh, you get shards. Oh, I got a basic crate. I got a basic crate. A red soldier. Nice. Yay. Love when I get things for free. I'm gonna change... Yeah, whatever, I'm not gonna change the name. Let's see what else there is to do, because that got boring pretty quick. But I'm the person who gets easily bored, so let's go. And, see what there is to look around at. Wants to bully some children. I don't see why we shouldn't. I've maxed this out almost entirely, so as you will see if you look at the leaderboard, at the pure leaderboard, I'm kind of a bit strong. pretty much what that means is that, as you will see here, this person has a bit of military. And as you will see in my area, my military is much stronger. And every single plane of those drops a bomb. Bombs are pretty effective at killing things. And as you see, I have a wee bit more kills than him. Now don't ask why all my soldiers are wearing buckets on their head. That's unimportant. Oh, we got green as well. Orange. Do they not? They don't have any planes. Oh no, they do. They have light bomber. They have those. No. Okay, so yeah. But they only have those, so we should have like 0 resistance in the air. As you will very soon see. They have hot air balloons, we have heavy bombers, and also I have, if you look over here, you will see a mishmash of 4 different aircraft carriers in the same spot, don't ask. And in total, that means I get either 6 extra planes? No, 8 extra planes. Yeah, we get 8 extra planes. They're not heavy bombers, but they are bombers nonetheless, so pretty much what you'll see here. They're gonna do something with they're gonna try and use tactics. And their tactic is, sorry, I'm gonna close my window, I don't mean to have that loudness. It is slightly less loud now, hopefully. Anyways, what they're doing is they're making all of their army into one wave. That way, it's a bit harder for me to take down. Is anyone even attacking? No, they are. This person has 500 kills, so he... Ow. That person has 500 kills, so they have some decent stuff. Not the best stuff in the world, but it'll definitely do. We'll put up a decent fight. We'll have things dying, but kinda good. If we didn't have anyone attacking, we wouldn't be making the optimal amount of money. Since I get 50 kills, I'm at $50 per kill. Why, repairman, what are you doing? You gotta... Oh, never mind. He's doing his job. I'm even faster than him. Ah. Bullying children, as usual. He's got hot air balloons. So I'm just gonna show you, for example. Look at his money. He's got $1 million. Now, to get where I am, for aircraft carriers, I have to save up, I believe it was around 15 million. It's really difficult to get. My missile silo was really expensive. I don't know exactly how much that cost. Over here, we have my research board. So these are my men. I haven't bought a combat repairman. I've now bought a combat repairman, which would be better at his job. Which, you know what? I don't know why I hadn't done that before. That repairman. And who else have I not gotten? Special Forces minigunner. Oh, that's... I wish I had that for a while now. Because the Special Forces characters are like the best ones you can get, and they're really, and minigunners are also really good, so I have some Special Force soldiers, some Special Force snipers. Oh. Now I kind of want to just respawn my army. And when it comes to these, I have... Oh, there's heavy. I'm not getting the tank destroyer. Gonna have to respawn my army again. I don't know why I haven't done this previously. I'm not getting the tank destroyers, they're pretty useless. Look at this. Stats. I was wondering why people with the same amount of stuff as me was winning. Now I know. I'm not getting tank destroyers, they're useless and bad. Battleship. I haven't gotten everything up here. Research destroyer, missile boat, heavy missile boat. This was not available before. The game have an update. I swear, none of this was a thing not too long ago. There's no way. It's very uncommon for me to miss these things. And then, yeah, there's the fast bomber and fire bomber. Also, I need to see what the builder does. The engineer, sorry. I've never seen this character before. Got a little German pistol. Oh, hey, Foxy, you're here now. Sorry, I'm late. I haven't. Okay, remove the sacrifice. I'm sacrificing tanks to the water god. What? Sacrificing tanks to the water gods. Along with 100 people, I host the room. I started a cult. Cults! I do respect that. I start cults every once in a while, as we do. Let's have a vehicle. Anti-frontier. Yeah, I have no idea what the whole thing is. We've all nuke. Tank destroyers, they're bad. They're so bad. I'm leaving to a place where there's worse people. Because this is a fair fight, and I don't stand for this. I'm here for bullying children. How many people are in this game right now? No way. I have a question. Do you like birds? No. I don't. Birds are for nerds. There we go. Children to bully. Now we got children to bully. Only 26 kills. Only 48,000 monies. Man, this person must be... See, this is what what did I do today? I said it earlier today, but I did a mud run. which is pretty much just running a trail through a bunch of mud, with a bunch of mud, and an obstacle course. It was pretty fun, and it was a 5K run. For fellow Americans, that means like 3.8 miles, and if I ran that, that means I'm officially an athlete. I have to know. This person might have a very good army. Like, they only have 26 kills, but they have 900 gems, so they can't be doing too bad for themselves. Got light vehicles and gunners and a super soldier. Okay, yeah, so all of a pretty easy time wrecking these children's. What is this hideous thing that I have here? Oh right, I forgot. It's my heavy vehicle. It's fast. It's the only reason I have it. Why is there a sentry? Wait a minute. That's what the builder does. The engineer. Wow. That's pretty useful. I quite like that. My very slow tanks that launch missiles. So pretty much the base of this is bullying children. You think you have funky? Sorry, but like, they think they have funky hats. Well, look how amazing my characters are with their hunky faces and their buckets for hats. Yeah, pretty much what we're doing with bullying children. Getting kills, farming monies, and buying things. I've played TF2. I don't think I've played TF2. Team Fortress 2, I've heard of it. I haven't actually played it or watched gameplay, but I've seen an animation or two. I haven't actually played it at all. I don't know what led you to make that judgment. I'm too fast for my own good. Tank destroyer, right? We hate tank destroyers here. They're bad. They're so bad. How many dollars is it though? Oh, it's 20 million. Expensive, that's what that is. Alright, you're looking just for 10 million, that way I can get my oil rig out there. Alright, I forgot my best way of getting around. Can't believe I forgot. The amazing. The amazing. The spectacular. Frogs. Flight frog. Frog flight. Whatever you want to call it. I'm a frog. The reaction when I said water. The water gods. The gods of water. I don't know how I reacted, because I have a very bad memory. Look how many planes I have. This is why I wish I had this on camera. I spent maybe a solid 2 hours straight in this game just trying to get these aircraft carriers, because I was playing a game and I saw someone had them that was launching planes and I was fighting them. Now, we had similar characters on land, about the same actually, and then I realized that what they had, the one thing they had, air support. They had so much air support. And look at the amount of planes I have with my heavy. Oh, flowers. Anyways. Yeah. So bullying children. Something to support, you know. Why am I not using my speed coil? Anyways, I'll show you around my base. My military base. This here is where the normal characters spawn. You know, Then you have a place where the builder, engineer, I guess, spawns. You have guard towers up there. My giant statue. My money makers. And then we have my little greenhouse. And then over here, we have the planes. Yep, here's one coming in now. This is where the planes spawn and also get their bombs back. But they don't heal, which is sad. I have my boat spawners, so I currently have 4 aircraft carriers. 4 aircraft carriers right over there. Doing their thing. You know, aircraft carrier things. Then, we got over here my research area, showing you this. How I've researched all my peoples. You know, done all the research things. Too fast for my own good, as I do. Because I'm panicked. We'll go up here. Let me play a little bit of Roblox. I remember a time when I played Natural Disaster game. And I was at the top of the building. And the disaster was an earthquake. Yep, that's very realistic. So, as someone who lives in Alaska, which is part of the Ring of Fire, so we have volcanoes, but I don't think that's relevant. What I was going to say was, we're extremely prone to earthquakes, and the building was teared apart. I survived a big bomb. Wow, impressive. Anyways, so we deal with a lot of earthquakes, just a couple. We had like a 0.7 on the Richter scale, and I want to put in comparison. The largest Alaska's had was like a 9 point something. Now this was a 7. I want you to keep in mind that the largest we've had was a 9. A 9. Okay, so we have a bit of extra money there, a bit of extra research, and then that makes us money. So a 9 in comparison for a beans in our rows. It caused, you know, there's still damage today. My house, for goodness sakes, still has remnants from some of the old stuff. It ripped apart places. It was horrible, and many people, like a lot of people died. And for instance, something also in the 9 points happened to Japan, which sent Japan a full like 4 or so inches, the entire mainland of Japan, away from the rest of Asia, and then set Earth off of its course by like a centimeter or so. A 9.0, a 9 point something, and a 7 point something. You know, it's a multiplication, so of course that's going to be a lot bigger. But, you know, it was still tearing apart highways, and schools were out. Most schools didn't even survive the earthquake. My house's foundation was partially ripped. You know, a lot of stuff. I'm quite prone with earthquakes. The price I pay to be able to go up and hike and see a glacier whenever I want to for completely free. To live in the last Wild West state. Oh, come on, why am I helicopter that? That is a wacky face right there. Yeah. Also, Alaska literally pays its citizens like $2,000 a year to like stay to be an Alaskan citizen, which, added plus, I do say. We're trying to save up for 10 million to get a better speed coil, even though it's kind of useless and I don't need a better one. I don't really know what else I want to buy. I'm just kind of going around. Oh yeah, we have my missile silo over here. Not gonna take you into it, but I guess I will. Bum, elevator. Missiles, I normally use the fire missile, because even if they survive the initial impact, they normally burn to death, if they do, which is kind of useful. And yeah, I already showed you this area, but pretty much, so you have gold mine over here, and you have diamond mine. You can trade the gems or money over here. Have you played Squad? It's on people, it's an FPS game. And you can do it a lot, and it's multiplayer, and you can drive tanks. You can drive tanks with people and stuff like that. I don't think I've played Squad. I'll check it out though. Likelihood of it though, if it's a decent game, I can't play it because my computer is horrible. You're seeing glitching on your screen around the computer, like the white spots and pixels that go in and out and kind of wacky colors and all that. That's my computer, because something, when I was downloading World of Warcraft, it was a long one, and it totally screwed up the inside of it by melting some stuff, one of which being my graphics card. I got GTA 5 for this exact channel, and what it did was, 90% of my screen was just white flashing, so nonetheless I didn't want them to have an epileptic seizure. Also, it was barely playable. My computer can run most things fine, admittedly its fan's pretty loud, but so games like Minecraft and Roblox will stick to until I can get a better PC, which I'm working up to. Just probably gonna be a while since I got a lot more things to buy, a lot more things that are more important than getting a computer right now. For instance, the next step in my scuba diving. Okay, I want Starcat. Yeah. I got a scuba diving license, which is, gonna say, pretty legit. It's pretty cool, as you would think. So, fun fact, the way scuba diving came to be what it is today, with, knowing how things work, the research done on it was done by the military. That was originally who actually scuba dived, and the way they found out things is they would send people down and test their limits by saying, if you died, you probably shouldn't do that, and then they marked it down on a giant board, and that was how originally scuba diving rules and what you should and shouldn't do became what it is. Did someone die? You probably shouldn't do that. Now we have compute, and because that's kind of the only way we can test it. Like, think about it. In most ways, it's kind of hard to test with anything else, like any other animal. They're probably not going to listen to your instructions when it says go deeper, when they can barely breathe, at the pressure, and also, so that's kind of very difficult to test. Why? Human curiosity, I guess. We wanted to scuba dive, and we needed to figure out what we can and can't do. The goal, mark it down on a board. But often enough, with scuba diving, it's very hard to tell your limits, and tell what is and isn't supposed to be happening. Because, so most of the time, they would mark it down as, don't do that, when someone died. We can't do any further testing anymore, so we just have that information, and we can't test any further unless some guy decides to do it by himself, which is illegal as well. It's very difficult to do, and kind of sad. But look where we are today. People, go underwater at, you know, California and Australia to see great reefs, and there's a lot more things we can document. Admittedly, the people who signed up to do research or scuba diving probably didn't think they would, you know, this might. So, anyone, if you get sick about hearing after graphic things, probably won't want to listen to this part because this gets pretty graphic. So, one of the most dangerous things, the two most dangerous things I can mention in scuba diving that I can really think of, has to do with ascent when you're going back up. There's something that happens called nitrogen bubbles. And this happens when you go up from really quick or too quickly or don't make enough safety stops. And what nitrogen bubbles do is they're bubbles of nitrogen, who would have guessed, that collect by your joints. And they kill you very dangerously. There's a sad story where a son and his dad were scuba diving, and after someone's oxygen stops working and they all panic, they rush to the surface as fast as possible, causing, I think it was the son, to get extreme nitrogen bubbles, causing like almost a foam under his skin, and he died and swallowed his hand. Very sad. And the other one is holding your breath. Now, you know, understandably, if you're underwater, you'd think, well, holding my breath's probably a decent idea. It's not. Holding your breath can cause to your lungs expanding and then bursting your chest. You know, kind of hard to deal with that, and the only treatment for that kind of stuff is kind of rare, and it's like things that the military kind of has. In fact, there's not even a single functioning one up here in Alaska anymore because they're super hard to deal with, so no medical facility wants to deal with that, and the military doesn't know, most of the time doesn't have it open to the public for public use. Like, I'm sure, yeah, if someone was dying on the beach because they needed to use it, they probably would, but it's not a risk I'm really willing to take. Scuba diving is horrifying, and I had to read a 500-page book about how it can kill me before I even got in the water. But, to be fair, it's something really cool that I can do for the rest of my life now with my certificate. Fun fact, you don't actually need a certificate to scuba dive. Well, a lot of people will probably not fill up, help rent you gear and stuff without any evidence of your PADI certificate. It's not entirely required, because, you know, number one, there isn't no police 500 feet, there isn't any police ever to stop you from scuba diving without a license. In fact, it's very common for people to scuba dive without a license, then get a license later on so they can rent their own gear instead of just going with friends. It's a bit surprising to me at first. Yeah. I want to punch that water. I'm launching a missile. I'm killing my own men. Just so they can race back. Fire! 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 Soon you will see a missile coming down. From the owl. Fine then, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Somewhere around here there will be... Did the missile land? This is extremely angry. Hallucinations? But the good things about scuba diving, there's a lot of jobs with scuba diving that you can get that not a lot of people want to do because they can be extremely dangerous, which means they pay a whole lot. I think every single time the internet or some oil thing has been damaged deep underwater, it probably doesn't come to mind, how do they fix that? But let me tell you, someone's getting paid a lot of money to go deep underwater and live there for maybe a week straight, completely underwater, just to fix that with their pals. And Man, do they get paid a lot, but seriously, I would never want to do that. Well, I do want to go underwater welling, and not that deep, not for that long. I got Sentry turret set up. I feel kind of bad, man. Like, these people just trying to have a fun game. I'm not one to bully. I'll admit it. They don't even have boats yet. I'll admit it, did something with the O2 tank makes you hallucinate. Hallucination, well, not exactly, but you're not too far off. So, with oxygen, there's some oxygen at a certain depth spoils from too much pressure. Now there's ways to get around this with helium and mixtures and all that, but what it does is at a certain point, like around 75 feet underwater with the average mixture of oxygen, your oxygen starts to spoil and causes you... What in the world was that? And causes you to have something similar to being drunk, and the deeper you go, the worse it gets, and yes, it can cause hallucinations. There's also pressure sickness, but I don't know too much about that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't read the whole book. I need to, but I signed up way too late. I don't know why the guy let me in, because I had about a week finals testing and all that at the same time, and it was a big book, and I didn't even know I had to read the whole book, so... I don't know too much about pressure sickness, but I do know that oxygen can spoil. We can kind of get around with this with helium, since helium doesn't spoil. You'd never go scuba diving? That's what they all say. Well, yeah, I'm kind of speaking about the negatives of it. I'm going to speak about the positive of it next. Scuba diving is an amazing thing. When you're underwater, you're terrified of sharks in the deep dark down. Mate, trust me, anyone who's going underwater scuba diving likely doesn't like the idea of coming across a shark who's going to shoot them in the face. Wait, sharks don't shoot people. Sorry, who's gonna do that? But it's not. It's hard to describe. But once you're underwater, it's a whole new world. And I understand it's definitely not for everyone. It's a very acquired taste, similar to food in Seattle. But there's a whole lot to see, a whole lot to do, and you get this weightless feeling, and you feel like you're in a brand new world, and it's something you can't experience without it. It's an amazing feeling, but I understand that it's definitely not for everyone, and it can be very terrifying, but, you know, the risk we take for some things. For instance, think about flying. I personally could never dream of being like a pilot of a plane or anything like that. It's just something I couldn't barely ever do. It seems terrifying and horrible and something I never want to do. Yet there's people out there who do it as their job and do it daily for like 16 hours on end. And that's crazy to think about and all. But seriously. Yeah. Heights are not my jam. In fact, I hated heights so much that I went into negative height. That's right, folks. I was so scared of heights that I found a way to go negative when it comes to heights. That if I honestly were to fall, I would fall up. The fun fact, humans are more buoyant than saltwater, so in saltwater you float. When scuba diving, you actually have weights on you to make sure you're not constantly going up. That's true. Whenever you're scuba diving, if it comes to it in a panic, probably shouldn't ever do this, by the way. I'm gonna be honest. You'll know this if you ever do it, but don't just rip off your weights. You'll die from oxygen bubbles, depending on how deep you are. I guess, but your computer will tell you that and scream at you once this is happening. Sodium indeed does that. God, why do I keep falling in the water? Too fast for my own good. I'm like Sonic. Yeah, it's starting to make the boat. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff to see. You know, the entire reason this whole scuba diving thing started is because I was fascinated with marine biology. I've always found that a really cool thing and all. And then I found scuba diving. It looked terrifying, so it wasn't immediately found interest. Then I was offered, like, hey, would you like to... Then I thought about it, and, like, someone offered me, like, hey, would you like to scuba dive? It's my birthday, and they offered, like, you know, help me invest in that, since it was, like, $700 to get the classes and stuff, clearly. And, like, the actual stuff you get and the classes, the stuff you get is just flippers, snorkel, and, goggles. Like, they're good flippers, snorkels, and goggles, don't get me wrong, they will last me a while. Like, the masks, at least from how long I know, masks normally last people, like, 10 years. Like, they're good, and they only cost me, like, $30 each. But, man, it's expensive. It's an expensive hobby. What I need to do next is get dry suit training. So, dry suits are, couldn't guess by the name, they're suits that keep dry, so you don't get hypothermia in colder places. I'm in Alaska. As you can probably guess, it's not very common that people can scuba dive most of the time out here without dry suits. I, being a person who's extremely susceptible to the cold underwater, very good on land, I'll have you know. My cold resistance is amazing, but underwater it's a completely different deal. Anyways, I'm not very good at dealing with it, which means I was wearing a 7mm suit in California, which means 7mm thick. It's a wetsuit, of course, so I'm still, you know, in the water, but the water's being heated up by my own body heat. I'm also going to play one shoot, it's pretty good include, and it includes you, the player in the game. Oh, that's cool. That's cute. Oh my god. That's damaging my... How could they do this? I don't have my builder here, actually. Oh, I don't have it. Okay, no, the sentry's back. Anyways, what was I talking about? Wait a minute. What was I doing? Markiplier Player 2? Oh, I see. Good old Markiplier. Markiplier. I need to start looking at my statistics. I'm actually getting not too bad views. My most viewed thing, and so what I want to get more into statistics of things. If you couldn't tell, I have a very capitalist view on things. I'm a businessman. Mr. Frog's a businessman, therefore I'm a businessman because I am Mr. Frog. You can't change my mind on that. Swear to God, it's only free. And anyways, my most well-doing video is one called Frog Mafia's Back, which is when I returned after like 3 months of being gone. And it was actually pretty normal compared to most of my videos, so I'm thinking the word mafia is a trigger word, so I have that in my, if you look into the description of this here stream, you will see the word, you guessed it, mafia, because I had gotten told very specifically on that video in the comments a few times, which is the only video I have comments on, other than from you, Foxy, that it had gotten into someone's suggestion box, which is very important to me because, you know, as someone who has... One sec. Yeah, still 19. 19 subscribers. It's pretty legit to have getting on a For You page, or whatever we want to call it. So, you know, that video got 26 views, which is my most viewed video. So I'm gonna see if that can, if it's the word mafia, or if it was just the fact that entire video was me freaking out because I kept dying to damn creepers. Curse you creepers. And skeletons. Skeletons are evil. Change my mind. And then, what did I have to say? I'm not very good at remembering things, if I can guess. Yeah, the Mr. Frog character. I want to do a roleplay server. I don't have any friends. That sounded sadder than it is. The situation is a lot less sad than you think it is. Which kind of means it's a bit hard to do that. So you know the dream recipe. Craze among people. I do quite enjoy, myself, a good bit of roleplay. But the thing is, you need friends to do that. So pretty much what I have is a character complex enough to be in D&D, and like a bunch of moral things that he does, a bunch of character traits, opinions, and all sorts of stuff on him. Just thinking, oh, one day I'll have a roleplay server. Like, it's not even a matter of I don't have the money. I have enough money to start a server temporarily, at least, but I'll be able. I just don't have any friends. Which, once again, not as sad as it sounds. I haven't any friends at all, period. Which kind of sucks. But then again, when that one fateful day comes and I start a Minecraft roleplay server, that sounds sadder, that even sounds sad. When that one fateful day comes and I have a character more complex than anyone you've ever heard, with the most stupid name, Mr. Frog, then, yep. You get notification. No, don't consider me a friend. No, don't you. You can't make me face my own morals. Yeah, of course I consider you a friend. But like, I mean, definitely not the person I'd, start a huge series with immediately. Mainly due to the fact that I don't know you very much, other than the fact, like, we both appeared on similar streams. Like, yeah. But you're a viewer, and you're a fellow viewer of certain channels. You have to understand, I am a very high expectations person, in the fact that I have a very high consideration of what I consider to be a friend. Bonk. But yeah, we're definite friends, yes. You're making me feel bad. Oh no. Wait, no. Oh no. Wait. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. I do have friends. I have a few. Wait. What are your expectations? Oh, well, my expectation. Oh, okay, that even sounds even worse. Oh no. Hell no. I'm sounding like a really bad person. This isn't what I meant. What I mean is, like, because I've gone to a private school and I've been there for 7 years, the people that I've considered my friends I've known for a very, very, very long time, and I know them very, very, very well. And due to such, I have kind of a naive, thing of what I consider friends, due to the fact that everyone I consider a friend I've known for like 7 years. And I know them very well, So it's kind of I've gotten this naive perception of what is considered a friend. So I hope that clears it up a bit, and I didn't mean to sound rude at all if I did. Yeah. Everyone who is viewing my stuff, you are part of the Frog Mafia. You know, I'm always going to be there to stand by you, and so is the rest of the Frog Mafia. We're a crew, we're a people, we're a community. I'm sorry if I sounded rude there, I really didn't mean to. Anyways, pizzas. What's your favorite kind of pizza? My favorite kind of pizza is barbecue chicken. Mainly due to the fact that I really like barbecue sauce. Big old fan with barbecue sauce. I didn't think it just ripped it off, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Sorry. I kind of panicked myself there. You could tell via the voice cracks. Anyway, there's a volcano over here with lava that I could jump into. I don't really know why I want to do that, but I guess I'm going to. Wait, no. That normally means there's a... I guess not. That normally means there's a chest. Pepperoni... Little Caesar... breadsticks. Not a bad choice, I respect that. I'm more of a Papa John's person myself. Then again, do you know Papa John's out here in Alaska has a delivery helicopter, or plane, a delivery plane. Because their whole thing is like, you know, they have, they deliver pizzas to you that are uncooked sometimes, then you cook them in your own oven. It's cool and all, but due to Alaska being a lot of remote villages that don't have roads that attach to them, like our capital doesn't even have a road that goes to it. They have a plane that flies to people's houses to deliver pizzas. I do not live in a remote location, told by the fact that I have internet in my igloo, which means that I don't get to experience delivery plane, sadly, though one day I'll find a way. But if that is not the coolest thing, name another pizza company that would go out of their way to buy a delivery plane. Domino's got their self-driving cars down in California, but up here we got a good old delivery plane. And it's not like they just do it in bulk to a certain location where they pass out pizzas. No, it's like a small plane, like a lake plane you would see, and they deliver one pizza at a time in that thing. Like, it's pretty much the equivalent of someone coming up into a car outside your place, except, you know, probably not directly on your driveway. With pizzas. That's a really cool thing. Anyways, now I slightly want a pizza. But I ate not too long ago. I had pot stickers. Little pot stickers. On the topic of food, what is thy favorite food? Ow. Mine, shepherd's pie. Mamma mia. Anyways. To save the stream from going down quickly, he quickly went to a new game. Well, not very quickly because he didn't have anything planned. Because I don't plan my things out at all. Like I might as well just turn on my favorite food, Sloppy Joe's. Sloppy Joe's, I can respect that. I do love myself a good Sloppy Joe. They're pretty good. Whew. Build a road. Headquarters. Office worker. Oh. Oh, it's for every 10 seconds. Oh, well, that's not very convenient. Now I'm poor. Why is this not person? Why is there no person in this one? Okay then. Oh, my computer's not plugged in. That's not good. Okay, there we go. I gotta go. Fun is 9:39. Well, if it is that way, I apologize for not delaying so convenient in the inconvenient timing. Hope you had a good day. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, maybe. Alrighty, doing Moon Man things. One sec. No, how long has it been? It's been a decently long time. Bye. I'll be honest, I'm probably getting off around now too. I'm tired. Some of you may say, oh, but did I just get crushed? Oh, but I can see your clock. It's only 10:40 p.m. Well, yes, but guess what? I also like to watch TV 3 hours before I go to bed. And even then, sometimes I stay up later. So, I'll probably get up quite soon. So to you, I say goodbye. I hope you had a wonderful day. But to you, I must say goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully at least. But to you, I must say goodbye. Adieu, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Adieu. If that is the wrong gun button, god darn it. I tried to even end this on like a calmer note. Undo. I bet you do.